Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of HermitCraft from the HermitCraft server. Hope everybody are doing fan-freaking-tastic today. Boys, girls, check this out. This is crazy. Uncle Scar's been working. Whew. Scar, you're a freaking crazy nerd when it comes to terraforming. Look at that. Our base is looking so garbage now with this beautiful mountain that he's done. Holy crap. So what we gotta do, not today, but we definitely have to up our terraforming around our base at some point. I don't know if this building is in the way for Scar though. I kind of, I feel a little bit bad. I don't know if this is supposed to be the mesa or if that's just his scaffolding. I think he's done this in a stream. But yeah, Scar, if you're watching the video, or if there are any Scartons, Scartons, if there are any Scars in the watching the video, Scar, we can move this building. Don't let this garbage building be in the way of your beautiful craziness of terrain, because you lift me up, bro. You lift me up. But anyway, today what I want to do, guys, later this episode, or in a little bit, we're gonna head out to our super mine of doom. I don't know if you guys remember, but we started that episode, and I just moved on to do the Hermitron booster machine and other stuff. But I want to get back to that today and do some more work. We have some stuff to do, but before we do that, I got something to show you. Oh, and real quick, if you guys are still enjoying HermitCraft, and if you still want to support me, and if you guys don't get too angry for like baiting, well, hit the freaking like button after this video in case you enjoyed it, okay? Just reminding you. Anyway, yeah, let me show you something. I got something else to talk to you guys about today that I want your opinion on. We'll do that in a minute, but before, let me show you this. I have, in between episodes, stocked up space books. Right, I stocked it up with mending books, and I did a whole bunch of trading, and I've written a book that I have distributed to every single hermit that is still active. Now check this out. Space books. Hi fool, this is an announcement. Remember, we're trying to do Mafia style, okay? This is an announcement to let you know that the brand new space books has opened in the end. We only sell the best enchanted books, and I've capitalized enchanted books so that when you open this book, I want you to like pick up space books and enchanted books. I want the brain to link the two. It's just marketing, okay? It's kind of like teaching a dog to sit. I've talked about this before. But yeah, I'm teaching the hermits that enchanted books and space books are the same. In the game, and to very affordable prices. Make sure you stop by next time you need to enchant something. Please note, we have the exclusivity on mending books, again with capitalized letters, and we will always have stock of these, so make sure you don't buy your mending books anywhere else, as that would be against the hermit rules of conduct. Have a lovely day. Okay, so hermit mending books are not exclusive in the space books, but we don't have to tell them that. iBooks still sell mending books. Mambo promised to not sell mending books. In fact, I want to see. So if you guys remember, last episode we did a deal with Mambo about mending books. Now, after we recorded that, I'm not really sure what we decided upon, but I think he said something about putting a chest down where I could come and collect the mending books. I wish he could have told me where, though. Yeah, so there's no chest here. Mambo? Freaking crazy guy. Priest, where do I pick up my mending books? I'll check with him. But yeah, we did come to an agreement, which I'm very happy about, and now we should be good for selling mending books. Hold on, I just got a panic thing. Let me see if my microphone is working, because as you guys know, the people that have been on my stream that I did the other day, my microphone has started playing up, and I need to buy a new freaking one. Yeah, let me just check the recording. 1 second. Yeah, there we go. The microphone is working. The other day, it just freaking died on me, and it died just as I was about to start my stream. I like twisted it around to check so that I had no gain on, because for some reason the knob on the microphone that adjusts the gain has been living its own life, which is a little bit scary. Oh my goodness, it's so laggy over here at Falses and Cubfans base. But anyway, everything seems to be working. If you can see this, then hopefully everything is working. Check this out, by the way. I did this on a stream. It turns out that Tango thought that we were Norwegian. So, we had to teach him a lesson. And I think I saw his reaction in the HermitCraft recap. And, and I don't think he understood why there is a Swedish flag here. And I also think, oh no, you know what he did? He called us Danish. Tango? That's rude, man. Nothing against Danes, but Sweden and Denmark, we ain't the best of pals in all days. No, I'm just kidding. I freaking love Denmark. Denmark is a cool country. But okay, anyway, so what I want to do now, before we go to the mine, let's head over. I want to head over to Spacebooks. Yeah, I want to see if I've sold anything. And there's actually a portal that I found only the other day. Yeah, right here in our orange district, or if it's the blue district. I don't even know what district I live in anymore. But this is, by the way, this is cool. Look at this. So this is the nether portal, and I don't know if this is Tango or if this is Scar. Someone's hidden it here, and for the longest time, I couldn't freaking find it. But yeah, let's head over to Spacebooks. And whilst we are doing that, I have something that I want to talk to you guys about. Some people in the comment feed lately have been extremely angry. And like extremely crazily angry. And telling me to change things. And here's the reason. A few weeks ago, I didn't know this was a thing on YouTube. But a few weeks ago, when uploading a video, I found that you could put smileys and other emotes on the video. And I thought that was so cool. I was like, oh, so I can put I can put a face expression or an expression in this video. Gives it a little bit more color, and the title looks cooler, and all that stuff. So I did that. In the Mafia style video, I had like a Mafia guy sitting there, and I thought that was really cool. I thought, oh, this is looking good. Okay, yeah, check this out. I've stocked all of it up. I forgot to block that up, but that's okay. And let's see. That sucks. Oh, and a lot of people told me this as well. I need to change this because I had misnamed it. But not a single sales. That Hermit, if you don't start buying books, we'll have to start swinging our sword. But yeah, a lot of people told me I have to do that because it's Spacebooks in one word. Our shop is called. Anyway, yeah, so emotes in the title, and I kind of want to reach out to you, and I want to ask those of you who were crazy, going absolutely mental, Spacebooks payment, yeah, going absolutely mental. What is so bad with putting an emote in the title? Now think about this before you answer. I know a lot of big clickbait garbage channels, sorry, but some of them channels are just there for like annoying my recommended fee. They don't actually put any time into their video, and they don't enjoy Minecraft. They just put videos up because Minecraft is a big game, I think. You guys know which channels those are, and I'm sure they're good for some people as well. But I don't do that. And I put emotes because I thought it was cute. I thought it looked better. So, to all of those who attacked me, you're freaking idiots. I'm just kidding. But why is it bad to put emotes? Because it's certainly not good for clickbaiting, or it's certainly not good for search baiting. If that's what would be what I would do. Because if you search for a video and you have an emote in the title, that emote is going to completely just take up space in the search term. That's just how YouTube works. Let me start flying out to the mine. It's actually this way. Yeah, that's how YouTube works. So I don't do it to get you guys to click the video more. See it as like an upgrade of my titles. I think it looks better. I honestly do. Sorry, I just punched my microphone. Ooh, look at this Mambo's new ring of doom. This is looking good. Hopefully I don't spoil anything, because this is much more than it was last time. Mambo? This is looking fantastic, dude. You've come a long way. From whiskey and no, that's a song. You've come a long way since I started helping you with terraforming and stuff. A little bit too much grass though. What is this thing? This is an item elevator. Okay. These look like silos. Oh, this is good. This is looking good. Good freaking job, Mambo. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, let's head out to the mine. But let me know what you guys think in general. Specifically those of you who are... because I got comments saying, Iskal, if you use emotes, I'm going to stop watching your videos. Or, Iskal, I didn't think you could stoop this low. Remove the emotes or else. And it was or else. ... What else, bro? What are you gonna do, bro? Anyway, I'm really curious to know though. I'm honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I really want to know what you guys are thinking. Okay, so over here, I don't think we have a proper entrance to this place. And last time I did this, I actually died. So let's just ender pearl down. There we go. Let's see how far we got with this, because I haven't been here since we did that episode. Oh, I think I put this wall up. Yeah, I put this wall up and I put this silo up. So the idea, I never showed this on camera, but the idea whenever you fly out of here is to do this, right? And then you're up and out. Beautiful. Now, one thing that I want to do, I think I want to... We need to make this visible from the top. This hole. And that, I don't know, I don't have any... crap. Iskal, you stupid idiots! I don't even have an elytra, I don't think. I gave it to Rendog the other day when he died. This sucks. I did have a backup elytra. Okay, so we can fly back. That's fantastic. Please, server, don't lag on me. What I want to do, I want to try to see if we can put slime blocks at the bottom of it. Sorry, scallion blocks at the bottom of it. And still take off. Because I'm actually not sure if that's a thing. Let's get down safe and sound, please. There we go. Get all our stuff. I did this last time and I remember I didn't pick up all the items immediately. And people were like, pick up your stupid items. Frickin' idiot. I'm sorry, I did it now. Okay, so yeah, what I want to try. This is actually going to be a good addition to this place if this works. Scallion blocks goes here, just like we have it over at the ravine base. And then we'll do carpet on top. Now, can I take off from this? Because it's kind of sticky. Oh, okay. Yeah, it works. That is good. Okay. So that could be... crap. Whew. I don't know why it was so hard to fly there. But yeah, that could be the entrance. Because then we can just drop down, hold space, and there we go. Okay, Endermite. I think it just dropped all the way down as well. Alright, so what I want to do with this project today, let's just recap for those of you who didn't see the Super Mine of Doom. What we have going on here is an attempt to make a dynamic mining operation. So, the idea is we come here and we go mining with a fortune pickaxe, and we're also supposed to use an iron armor, which we have in a machine, in a dispenser. So we go mine, and then no longer than maybe... I don't know, 15 blocks away, we have one of these holes, right? And then we drop down our stuff here that we mined out. And what's going to happen is that's going to go over into this sorter and eventually make it all the way down here, sorted out all the stuff that we need. This is pretty freaking crazy, but this works beautifully. And if you guys remember, last time we worked here, we were working on making sure that all items got picked up immediately. If you didn't see the episode, I think it's called Super Mine of Doom. Go back and check how we solved this, but there was a lot of good comments suggesting different things to make this work. I'm basically using like, I can't remember, maybe 10 minecarts with a hopper? Maybe? I can't freaking remember. There was also other suggestions for how we would never lose items in the system. So, what I want to do today, eventually what I want is this machine to be able to provide us with a stocked up shulker box of what we want. So I come up and I click a button for cobblestone and boom, I'll get a filled shulker box of cobblestone that I can then bring home with me. Right? Because remember, when we mine stuff, the issue previously in Minecraft has been to carry everything home. You have to run a lot of freaking times. Ooh, I still have diamonds in here. That's good. So one other thing that we're trying to do on the server at the moment is we're trying to get the richest, which is gonna be a challenge. But okay, let's see how we want to do this. So I brought some shulker blocks. I actually don't have too many. So today I think I want to try and build this module. And then maybe in the future, we'll have to have a stream or something where we go to the end and try and collect a crap ton of new shulker boxes. But let's see. What we want is basically a hopper here for the cobblestone into a dispenser. Into a dispensed shulker box. Yeah, into a dispensed shulker box. So we want a... Do I have any blocks on me? Hello? I'll grab some of you and make some of you. Yeah, we'll have to have a dispenser right there. And I wonder, let's try. There we go. Yeah. And this dispenser will be always dispensing a shulker box when there's no shulker box there. How do we want to do that? Actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a button because we want a button to get this shulker box anyway, right? So let's think about this for a little bit. Let's grab another stack of stone. Good that I have it right in front of my face. And then we'll have a button maybe over here. That's going to be hard to wire. Maybe we'll move that forward to over here. And we'll push this button and we'll get a shulker box of cobblestone that we can bring home with us. So all we need to do is wire this up to a breaker that breaks this thing. And then also wire it to the dispenser so that the dispenser will dispense a new shulker box. Yeah, that's how we can break it. And okay, we can't use a sticky piston there. So that's how we can break it. Let's just find the right shulker box where there you are, and plop you back so that continues to fill. And then we'll come up here. However, wiring it like this will require me to have a redstone block there, which is not the prettiest. Yeah, let me think about the wiring of that a little bit. But then what we need is a way to pick that up. So I need a slab or soul sand. I don't have any soul sand, I don't think, in any of my boxes. So let's just make a slab. Boom, boom. And we're going to have a... I'm going to put that slab right there. Right there. Freaking block placement after playing so much Minecraft. I can't place blocks. Okay. And then we'll have a hopper line going all the way over there, right? And then what I think I'll do, just because it's going to be fancy, is I'll put a... I'll put a dispenser. If I put a dispenser here, yeah, that could look cool. We'll have a dispenser there, so that the shulker box will be dispensed right, coming up in my face, and I can just break it and bring it home with me. The only problem is then that we will have a hole there. But we can cover that up. I don't know if that's... Is that the prettiest way of doing it? I kind of almost want the dispenser up one, right? And the problem with that then is that we'll have an ugly dispenser in the floor. But we're going to have that anyway. So let's put a dropper there and a dispenser there. Yeah, I think that's good. And then all we have to do is try and power this dropper directly. Because if we power this dropper directly, if you know Minecraft, this here... I'm putting a block in there. If I power that directly now, we should see that block going through, all the way through the dispenser and flying up. Yeah, there we go. However, if I would power this indirectly, freaking nerd skull, get out of here, Spacebooks, I'm sorry. If I power this indirectly, it only makes its way up to the dispenser. Oh, let me put the block back. Yeah, now it only makes it up here. So we need to power it directly. But yeah, maybe I'm overcomplicating this. Maybe we should just have one system that puts it into a chest, right? So let me explain. If we let's make a chest. Yeah, so let's say that we have a chest right there. And whenever, oh crap, that's over the thing. We can't do that either. Okay, so we'll have to have the chest off-centered. Oh, that's gonna be ugly. No, hold on, I got an idea. I guess we could have the chest centered, and then we could have it popping out like that and use a hopper right over there, right, to feed the chest with a finished shulker box. Yeah. Let's try and do that, and then I have to feed that hopper from somewhere else. So if we have the wall, yeah, the wall would be here. So we do have some playroom here to rewind this wherever we want. I think this is going to be better. I don't know if this works though. I kind of wanted to see if it does. Oh, hold on, crap! I'm losing a shulker box. Whew. Ooh, that would have been such a bad newbie mistake. Let's just try and do this. I just want to see if I solve this puzzle. I want this to... Stupid piston. I don't know why you're powered, bro. Let's just do that. No, I missed it. Crap. Okay. Yeah, that read it. What happened? Oh, it fired too quickly. Okay, so this here needs to be more delayed if we were to use this system. However, I don't think we do need to use that system. Like I said, let's work with this design instead. I think this is going to be better. This is Iskal's brain live. I'm sorry if it's confusing. But yeah, what I'm thinking is let's do something like that to feed that chest, right? I don't know. Yeah, because I originally planned to not use these chests at all and just use the buttons to load up a shulker box, right? So we'll have... What we need to consider though is at every single chest we need to have a shulker box loader. That's still gonna stay the same, so this here will not work. We'll have to bring this backwards, which is fine because the center chest here, I believe I was smart. Yeah, there's nothing in the center chest, and the chest next to it, we got freaking diorite and granite, which we will just burn. I'll make a burn mechanism for them. Let me think about this a little bit and try to wire this up. Alright, so I got this figured out. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna try this out. So, I have the thing here, right? This dispenser... we'll place a shulker box. Let's put another one in there. This shulker box is currently full with cobblestone. So the idea is the shulker boxes will sit here, and by default they will be as filled up as possible. And then what I do, I come over here and I click this button, just like we had it. Now that's going to power this piston, which is a non-sticky piston, and no longer bud powered, because it was bud powered because of that redstone dust that I had on top, and I was diagonally powering it. Quasi connectivity. Oh, and yeah, Mambo is online, so he says that we... Oh, what the... Hey, when are you gonna deliver... Where are you gonna deliver MINEBOX? Doing it now. What's AFK last night? Didn't get any. Oh, we'll do some trading in a bit later on. That's okay. At the moment, we are stocked up because I did some trading with my villagers. Yeah, anyway, this button will power this piston, break in the shulker box, and hopefully will end in this hopper or in any of these hoppers, right? Then it will also power this piston, which will allow this redstone signal to go through, powering that redstone torch there, powering the dispenser, placing a new shulker box. So I know there are a load of shulker box loaders out there, but I don't want to continuously load shulker boxes until the system is empty. I only want to do it on demand. So that's what I'm trying to create. Then from the, when the shulker box ends up in these hoppers, they should go over here, and here's a little bit of a dropper elevator. A comparison, this hopper shoots a pulse directly into, and again, directly into this dropper, which powers both of them, and then shooting it up to this dropper, hopper, and then travels all the way into this chest. So, let's try this out. What we should see happen is that this shulker box here ending up here, and a new shulker box being dispensed and ready to be loaded. Come on, boy! Okay, went in there. A new shulker box was dispensed. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is gonna work. There we go. That's what I wanted to have. So then what we're gonna do, this item frame here, I'm going to move and build this wall up fully so that we have over here, we'll have the item, whatever is in here, and then the button down there. Maybe I'll lower this by one. I'll see how I want to design that. But the good thing with this is that it should be stackable. So let's try that. If we have the next line here, I just want to see so that this works. Where are my pistons? Stupid box of nerd box of doom. We named that on a stream, I think. Freaking nerd box of doom. That was a suggestion from one of you guys. Okay, anyway, we put a piston there, and then we need a sticky piston downwards and a block on that. What this does here is that it allows the redstone signal to come through, right? And the reason I'm doing it this way is, of course, so that we can stack it. If you didn't understand that, you're not a real nerd, you know? Just kidding. I'm not a nerd either, so you know, let's team up. But everything here is built to work with stacking, and hopefully that works. So I have that on full delay and that on one delay. I think we can make that quicker, but we don't really need to. Okay. So now let's get up here And let's just make sure. So I want to load... Oh, crap. Another thing that we need to do. We need to have a system to load these. That's going to be a little bit challenging otherwise. Maybe... Yeah, maybe what we could do... Oh, I have a plan for that. Let's do that in a little bit. I see a plan for how we can load these up. But for now, let's just grab... I have more shulker boxes. Let's just grab one here. And this would be for smooth stone. And now when we don't have a shulker box there, we should still be able to press the button and get the same effect. So there we go. And then it should place it. There we go. And then a hopper will sit on top there. And it should be loading that up. I'm gonna try this one first. Yeah, it broke it. Did it go into the hoppers? Please. Yeah, it did. Okay. That's the only worry I'm having at the moment. But there we go. There's the second one. And then I should be able to break this as well. And now remember, there are no more shulker boxes in there. And that's why they're not placing them. Come on. Oh, there we go. This is good. Okay. So what I need to do, I just need to use the same design all the way over there, except for the middle. So I've designed this as well. It's not going to work in the middle because I have other stuff here, which is fine. I should have designed it so that I have space to do all of these. So I'm just going to repeat it, and then in the middle we'll have a burner. Okay, so check this out. I got all of this side hooked up, and I just came up with an idea. One problem with the system, so everything is working, but one problem is going to be the visibility, whether or not we have a stock of, for example, cobblestone or gravel. Now, what we can do, we can't tell exactly how much items we have, but what we could do is compare, the best thing to compare would be these hoppers, because if these are giving off a comparator signal, that will mean that the shulker box is full, right? Because nothing else can be fit in it. However, you can't place, and this sucks, but you can't place a comparator on a piston, or you can, but whenever you use the piston, it plops off. So, what we're gonna do instead, and this is still pretty clever, I didn't even think about this when I built this, we're gonna compare these chests. It will give us a fairly accurate indication of whether or not the shulker box below is full. So I'm gonna put comparators like so, and then I'm just gonna put lamps right here, and if these lamps are on, oh crap. Oh no, okay. We have to change that. Hold on, I got another idea. This here doesn't work because this comparator will power these three because I'm direct powering them. So check this out. If I break this and this, you'll see that this comparator is actually powering all of these, right? And it does that because it directly powers this, which indirectly powers these two. I don't freaking know. It's freaking nerd mechanics. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so like this. And then we place the lamps on top of this. There we go. They are now indirectly powered by the comparator. So the comparator powers this block, which powers this. And there are no lamps there. So that's fantastic. Okay, so what this tells us, if there is stuff in this, that means that we have a backlog of gravel. Or if this is lit, that means that we have gravel, which means that the shulker box, if there would have been one there, is fully loaded. And this here means that we have no stock, so whatever is in the shulker box is probably not full. Now, it could be full because we're not comparing the hoppers, but probably, well, I mean, there are 5 stacks until it gets full. But we can see that we have a good amount of cobblestone, stone, andesite. Again, that's because we don't have a shulker box there, because we don't actually have a full shulker box of andesite. I think that's better than nothing. It's not ideal, but definitely better than nothing. I'm happy with that. Oh, I've done some work, ladies and gentlemen. Some things that you may have thought that I overlooked, I have now fixed, hopefully. So check this out. I got all of the shulker box loaders completed. And then what I've done over here, can I get out of here maybe so that I can show? Let's jump up there. Yeah. Over here, this chest line here, this array, is for cobblestone. Now, as you guys know, when you mine in a speed mine, you will fill cobblestone up pretty quickly. So this here, even though we have like a crap ton of double chests of storage, this is actually close to filling up, and I believe none of the others will ever like fill up, because you don't get that much of the other stuff. Smooth stone if you mine with a silk touch, but our system is based off mining with a fortune pick. So I've only installed this on the cobblestone, but this here is an override filter. I need a redstone dust there, and then that is complete. So what this does, I've connected another hopper on the back of this filter facing into this chest, and then into another hopper into this dropper. And then this dropper has a clock connected to it, so whenever something is put into it, it will spit it out. This here, whenever this triggers, these hoppers here are locked at the moment. They're filled up, but they're locked. And they will only get unlocked, or this hopper here will only get unlocked whenever this chest reaches 80-something%. And that's what this redstone wire is for here. And because when this reaches almost full, I want to start voiding cobblestone. Otherwise, I'll backfill my system and ruin the whole item filter. So that's protection from making sure that our system don't backfill with cobblestone. Then what I've also done, yeah, check this out. Down here, I've installed all of these. I changed this to a single chest because I think that looks better, and we don't really need a double chest. So what I want to do here, let's just see. I think I want to have a stair sitting like that. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks good. And then we can fill all of this up with our beautiful cobble and andesite and smooth stone mix. Hold on, where's my... yeah, here's an issue with this system though. If you want to grab just a little bit of something, you can't really anymore. So, but then again, this is a mining outpost. You won't ever really grab a little bit, because then that you'll do over in your base, right? That's how I'm thinking about that. But yeah, let's just fill this up like a so, and we'll put a cobble there and a cobble there. Beautiful. That is looking pretty good, I think. Very, very clean and straightforward. And it actually looks like some kind of mining area. Okay, so then what I've done, as you guys remember, we had diorite and freaking... why do I have a gold ore in my hotbar? Let's drop that in the system. There you go. Gonna make its way down there. Yeah, then what I've done is that I've taken the diorite and the granite, and I've rerouted them here back in the item filters. Yeah, over here. So my plan is, of course, I don't want to keep diorite and granite. There was a crap ton of comments saying, Iskal's gone crazy. He's actually saving diorite and granite. No, I'm not. I just needed to filter it. But now what's happening is it's coming down here, granite there and diorite here, going into this chest, and then all the way over here. Yeah, so we should see, yeah, there we go. There's all the diorite and granite being sorted separately. Because they're special. As you guys know, we don't like diorite. So what we're gonna do, and I don't really like granite either. Granite, you know, I don't mind it, but I don't think it's useful for anything. And it looks ugly in caves and stuff. But yeah, what we're gonna do here is simply another void machine. So I'm gonna put a dropper facing into lava. I'm gonna have to do the same there. I haven't actually done that. So that's another thing taken care of. Now, the last thing that's going to be a bit challenging, let's get back out of here. I shouldn't have closed this up quite yet. I want to make a system that allows us to load this with shulker boxes, because it's a little bit weird to have to go in the background and like load them manually. And this is going to be tricky. This is going to be a challenge. But I have an idea. Let me craft some stuff up here first. Yeah, so here's the idea. We're going to try and use minecarts to load these dispensers. The good thing with minecarts is that they will always equally distribute whatever they have, hopper minecarts or minecarts with chests. So let's try and fit that. Like I said, as you can see, this is gonna be tough. But we're gonna have dropper or hoppers on the back of these, right? And then on top of that, this place is a freaking mess to jump around in. On top of these, I'm gonna put down some powered rails, like that. And then we need to have it some way. This dropper here is or hopper there is a little bit in the way. Oh, that sucks, because that's our loader. I need to reroute this track so that it doesn't end up on top of this. Oh, okay, yeah, I have a plan. I think I have a plan. Hold on. If this works, Iskal is freaking clever. Check this out. Let's put a detector rail right there, right? And another detector rail over there. The idea is that detector rails will lock, as the minecart comes passing, it will power this block, which will lock this hopper. Hopefully, we'll try it out here. And then in between, I'm gonna need a regular rail because I can't really power it. Well, actually, that's going to be powered as well by the power rail, so that may work. I don't have any regular rails on me. I suck. Okay, so let's just fill this up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to have a minecart that we can access from the front somehow, but that's going to be the easy part of this. Okay, so let's just power these. What I'm doing here, on one edge, I'm just going to have a block so that it bounces back. That means that it's going to go down this way, load all with one shulker box, and then bounce and load all with another shulker box, and that's going to be a run. And I think this will be good. So the minimum, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have 12 things. So whenever we load this, we want to make sure that it's 24 or 12 shulker boxes to not get it uneven. Not that it really matters, but it's good to have it all fixed and stuff. Anyway, we need to power this rail as well. What I'm going to do, let's put down a block there, or a rail there, and then let's just power it from here. That should work. Yeah, there we go. And then we just need to wire this up and have a loading station or a minecart somewhere. I guess over here. Is this looking terrible? I'm not sure. This would be so easy if this would, if you guys would be okay with this system. Hold on, we need to do this though. This would be a very easy power, minecart power system, but I don't know. Maybe you guys think this looks very ugly, and if so, we can't do it. But we'll try it out here anyway, just to get something going. Okay, so I don't have enough shulker boxes, but we can try this with whatever. With whatever. Hi, boys, please catch up. Yeah, we can try this with whatever. So we're gonna need a chest and a minecart. There we go. Okay, and then let's load this up with 24 of something. Yeah, let's load it up with lamps. Yeah, 24 lamps. This should distribute 2 lamps to each dispenser. Hopefully this works. Hopefully it loads 2 lamps per dispenser. Yeah, 2 there. Okay, fantastic. 2. Look at that. That's good. The other option to this, I mean, oh, there's one there. Okay. We need to, okay, crap. Somewhere we are missing stuff. Maybe we could do, yeah, maybe we could do this. Let's see if this is quick enough. I'm gonna put the detector rate on top of that instead, and then run this test one more time. Okay, so run number 2. Hopefully this will work. Come on. 2 in there. Very good. Okay, and what about here? 2 in there. There we go. That looks like it's working. Yeah, look at this. All of these are loaded now. I pushed the buttons on all of them, and I've also been waiting for about 5 minutes. Let's see if this garbage, this is garbage. So this is everything that is not getting sorted. Come on. I'm a little bit worried because when you push the buttons, I do power more dispensers than just a single one. But I think I should only power 1 piston. Okay, that's good. So it doesn't matter if I power many dispensers in one go, because if there's a dispenser there, they won't shoot it. But okay. Come on, bro. Oh, did it fail? Oh, it stops here. Oh, okay. That's fixable, I think. I just have to rewire this a bit. But okay, let me pick that up. Yeah, that is fixable. Do I want to do that now? So these here, of course, powers these, which when I tested it didn't matter because they unpowered it long enough. But now that we have many, that doesn't really work. So we have to power this block somewhere from some other way or through some other way. So what I'm going to try and do, we're going to have a repeater right there, right? And then power that repeater with what is on top of that. That's just my walkway. Okay, so if I do something like this, that will power that repeater and then just lead this signal into that block. Then we should be safe. Okay, there we go. Everything is rewired on both sides. And yeah, like I said, the hoppers are now running over the item stream, which, oh, By the way, did I block that water? No, I unblocked it. Blocked it. Okay. So this is actually a much cleaner way of doing it. I'm saving some hoppers as well. Hopefully this works. Otherwise, I may be out of ideas. Okay. Did I place that shulker box back, or is it in the dispenser? It's in the dispenser. Okay, so we need to click the thing twice. This is for dispensing the shulker box, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, okay. And now we're gonna test it. Come on, boy. Please. Please no stops nowhere. This should work. Please. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it works. That's nice. That is really good. Okay, okay, okay. So then the idea is, of course, we're gonna try and have shulker boxes in the spots at all times. You can see the lamps that all of these items have made it down to the shulker boxes, so we don't have any backlog. So when I press this, we should get a shulker box with 7 diamonds. And that's just because I know that I had 7 diamonds. So let's try it out real quick. Please. Everything should be working. I'm not really worried. There we go. 7 diamonds. But anyway, that's gonna do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed this video. And if you have, of course, make sure you hit the like button down below. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. Dude. Get out of my supermine. This pretty much completes the supermine. Now it's actually usable, and all we have to do, as you guys know, is just extend these water streams whenever we mine out this way. I'm freaking proud of this build. I'm happy about it. We'll come back sometime and decorate this and stuff as well. But let me know also, would it be fun to have a stream where we just fly around in the end and find shulker boxes? Because remember, Exuma has kind of mined out everything, and he's got like 500,000 shulker boxes. So we'd have to go for like 20,000 blocks. But let me know if that would be fun, because that I could do. Also, after this video, hopefully, if the render goes fine and everything, there should be a stream. I'm gonna stream Project Ozone today, in just a few hours, or just in 1 hour or something like that. So have a look at on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/escalade5. I will be starting a stream in case you want to hang out. But anyway, thank you guys again for watching. Have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you in the next episode.